My name is Denise. I'm a 2 Aq'ab'al. I can bend, I can twist, I can jolt, I will bolt, I won't fight. I'm the extreme sensitive of a sensitive woman, and I believe in unspoken rules, in actions of love and respect. I've definitely made mistakes in my life. This is a Bach flower remedy. Bach lived to be just 50 years old, and he was a doctor in London before he began to study homeopathic remedies. He created a line of plant flower homeopathic remedies, and they deal with emotional problems. If you go onto the Bach website, you can learn what the 7 emotional groups are. I may do that. I have done that. I tend to be toward depression. I hear you saying that you tend to be toward angst, and that is very identity of the masculine and feminine poles. Here's one pole and here's the other pole, toward the masculine feminine poles. So when I woke up last night, I've had this really extreme itching thing that I've been using a anti-itch, like a Benadryl type of spray on, and waiting patiently, if I can, for that to go away. Well, I woke up last night. The long story is that I itched and 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 itched. And then I looked online. I thought I might go to the emergency room. I don't have any insurance. I looked online and I saw that there were like at least 10 reasons why you could have an intense itch. And there were names for all these different diseases, from hepatitis to shingles to neuropathy, from MS to fibromyalgia to this and this and this and this. So I ended up putting this eczema cream that I have all over my arms and telling myself that it has to be mind over matter, which is a really interesting, trippy thing for me, because I'm really, like, I don't have much of an unconscious mind that I know of. I feel like my mind is just a room, and I've tried to explore all the rooms in the house, and that might sound stupid and like I don't learn things and like I'm not interested in anything, but really, you know, each new Trisana I bring into something, I take one bit. I know it's 13th day, and I think what my one bit is. So my one bit for the last couple days that has come up is I just like watching the grass grow. I I'm listening to a present moment that I don't think anybody else can see. I don't think anybody else can hear my exact present moment. And maybe that's where my mind is a filter. Maybe that's where I can see. So I love watching the grass grow. I don't love history. I don't love politics, but I love history. I love politics. So those are things that I've learned about myself that are different, that have changed, because with a long period of practice, Satu Dirga Kala Nairantarya Satkara Sevito Dridha Bhumi, I become very stabilized in not just who I think I am, but who I am. What I can see of the mold that God put on me is as much as I can see. It's all that I can see, and it's just a vibration. It's just something that keeps repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating. And I like that makes me feel like I am intimately involved with nature, and that, you know, no matter how foul smelling or ugly or disorganized or chaotic or unable to sleep that I am, I can look at the trees and the plants and I can see that they've gone through things too. And I'm welcoming this opportunity to fast and feel so perfect about being who I am, because I'm the only one that can do that. And what I like to do is to serve other people, and I want to make people feel good, and I want to be nice and friendly, and I want to be the best person that I can be. I want to have, you know, my teacher, who is, I don't know who, looking at me and saying, yes, I believe that you are doing the best that you can do. And I want to have that has some meaning. And it's really mundane. It's really, it's just, that's just the way that it is. So the bat, I don't know. I just think I'm listening on a whole different level, and I'm scared of the sign because the bat is sort of like the ruler of darkness. I put the bat with like, okay, you are now entering Saturn. You are on the official planet of darkness, like inside, but I'm still looking at the same scenery, the same stuff that I see every day. Like, there's the wizard tree, there's the other tree, there's the other tree, there's the other tree, there's my little, there's my little pockets filled with flowers that I forage, there's my altar, there's my little friend who I take with me everywhere. Where are you? There she is. He is, she is, who is. Like, things are the same. But I just have to allow and continue to like feel like the answers are easier than I think they are. Like my face needs to be hydrated, you know? Like I just get it. I need to put some cream on myself. I need to cut my bearded dragon's fingernails. I don't know what to do. And then there's, there's a delirious part, but I do feel a twin flameness that has to do with something that, I don't know, I always say it to you because I always feel like community is the thing. Like when I started channeling the calendar, it kept telling me like, we all have gifts and skills and we should all help each other. Like to me, at this point, 15 years later, it's like, we all have gifts and skills and we should all help each other. Like everybody will agree, but how do we do that? And that's the problem is, because I don't know how to help people break down their walls. I can't give them 15 years of yoga from the age of, 23 to the age of 37. I can't give them an ongoing practice beyond that. I can't give them a deep and meaningful searching of their souls for what is right and what that they should do. Breathe, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. I can't put myself on a rigorous sleep schedule because there's nothing rigorous about my life. All I can do is expand and relax and feel that there's like a little piece of, those little, I think this is what it is, like, those little dandelion flowers, they're yellow at first and then the seeds are like those little white things. You can blow them off. It's just an image. It's just what I think is like this little piece of myself inside that I call the spark of the soul, that is what I can animate. And it's what I can animate with the breath and my actions. And what I receive from my breath and those actions is called practice or sadhana. It's just a place of being that I love to continue working with. Oh, yes, that is the way. Oh, yes, that is the way. And sometimes the mind is going to go into like thinking that it understands about what these songs of the universe mean. I like those words, songs of the universe. A Bhagavad Gita is the song. What they call it in the Mayan calendar is Sakbe. It's the sacred way. But I call it the Song of God because that is where it seems like there's all these different instruments, and if you listen to them, you can hear the banjos play on the third day, just as a little for instance. Or you can hear, the mariachi bands playing on, in a particular day, and it's not all there because we're not all cultured and we don't all care, and some of us are just trying to make it through the day. So it's better to just stop all that hassle and breathe. So get to it, find it, do it, however you want to do it, but get to it. Namaste.